streamen, komt hij erachter dat versatile...
Can you hear me? Everybody, Instagram live, can you hear me?
Yeah man, I can hear you.
Oh, so they can hear me on Instagram live then, no? So the speakers outside don't work? Check. Yeah, but don't hear me mix the... Okay, we'll try it. So if you can't hear me properly on Instagram live, check me on Facebook live, versatile page. Yeah? Kick it. Hey.
We now turn dummy over money,
And deal up in
corruption and money.
So not you and
Not me. Tell them we don't want no part of the wicked things they do. Living in our heart, and with my king, I and I will get through.
Tell them we don't want no part in the wicked things they do. Which are loving we are, loving we soul, blessings will flow. It's terrible, there is the level of the devil, over dollar bills and metals. With the drugs that they peddle, money they embezzle, but the most time will spot them like freckles. Judgment go out like a kettle, while me just cool and second, planting some corn and some lentil beans. We never drink from the vessel, even when we get thirsty, cause we don't want no part in the wicked things they do. Just loving how we are, and with my king,
I and I will get through.
tell them we don't want no part.
In the wicked things they do.
Which are loving we are, loving we soul. Focus on radio, listen.
It's terrible.
No, we're not willing to have any kind of part of me, but I killing. And no, I will not shipping the poison that you want my sister sniffing. I'd rather make a honest living, even if I'm giving full 100, but me only getting back a shilling. So it goes in the system still, we can't give in, no way, 'cause we don't want no part.
In the wicked things they do.
Just loving how we are. Yes, hey, 'cause we don't want no part
In the wicked things they do.
we just loving we are. What about the sound? Hey. I pray to the Almighty, please give us your guidance. We can't be greedy and pick the fruit before it ripen a cappella. Cause even if they buy me with the finance, fool we with their science. We giving them defiance, fire with no violence. Word, sound and power, breaking down the walls of silence. Boom, so tell them we don't want no part in the wicked things they do. Just loving how we are. And with my king, I and I will get through. A cappella we are start. In the wicked things they do. Which I love it we are. Yo, it don't matter, no. You see when I come to judge our music, it don't really matter. We don't need an instrumental. We don't need nothing. We don't need Instagram live. We don't need Facebook live.
We don't need it, people. We don't need it. We got offline.
Just know we're not getting warm. Aye, 'cause
We don't want no part in the wicked things they do.
just love it how we are. And with my king,
I and I will get through.
tell them we don't want no part.
But in the wicked things they do.
We just love it we are, love it we soul, blessing. Oh, yes
Blessings.
yeah man, big up Ivory man, big up Mr. Strings. Yo, Facebook live, where's the
It's
camera?
terrible.
Yeah?
They reach the level of the
Yeah,
devil.
go on Facebook live, bless up.
I first
Instagram
down.
live, bless up, open source radio.
Nice to
Yeah.
see you, brother.
No time to waste, kick it.
All the time in the world, brother.
From the top, selector, not from the middle, from the top. We are doing the top, you know?
We will see each other.
Uh,
Fighting for a future.
Hesitation, procrastination, why? 'Cause we were born with wings, elevate and It's about that time to live up, show them what we made of. About that time to sit up and pay close attention. About that time, about that time, about that time to get up and go out and perform. Hey, not 1 second to the booze at all. Lace up your shoes, returning. The elders, they have brought us this far. Let's resume the fight. Cause people need food to eat. Shoes on the feet to walk through the street. If not I and I, tell me who will be the ones to set them free. It's about that time to live up, show them what we made of. About that time to sit up and pay close attention. About that time, about that time, about that time to get up and go on. What I tell you for me, listen. We moving slack, losing track. Forward bus along now, we cruising back. The longer we refuse to act, the worse things get done, there's truth in that. So take off in leaps and bounds, so how sweet it sounds. Sweetness, we can't tell you how, but the answer to wellness now. About that time to live up, show them what we made of. About that time to sit up and pay close attention. About that time, about that time, about that time to get up and go out and perform. Yes, I bless the whole IG live, the whole Facebook live, open social, you keep it right there, don't worry. It's part of the music, it's part of the experience. Well, education, procrastination, right? Cause we were born with wings to elevate and fly. But still you're only waiting for what you're waiting for. Debating what you're hesitating for. Time wasting what you're wasting for. Cause the hands of the clock moving forward regardless. Whether or not you know that you're God blessed. So please stop digging up in darkness, hey, and seek progress. It's about that time. Ooh. Yes, yeah man, there must be some flames on the IG. There must be some fire on the Facebook Live. So you know, my name is Verse Ital. You're tuned into Open Source Radio. Big up all the presenters. Big up Ivory Man there. Yo, what we like? We like the branches, we like the fruits. But what's most important is the roots. So, Ivory, kick it.
Ivory, kick it! Hey, geluid weg. Jongen. Jongen. Oh, nee, het staat helemaal niet op mute. Nu gewoon geluid weggedraaid. Jongen. Open Source Radio. Verpesten ze show.
Yeah man, we know 50%, we know 75%, we know 80%. It's 100% roots. Give me a little bit of volume on the rhythm. Kick it off.
Kick it up. Alweer. Jongen. Duurt wel even. Ja, sorry mensen. Daar is geluid weer. Oeps. Oké, laat hem gewoon rustig.
No chemical substitution in the beans. Keep it rootical, strictly rootical. Babylon using their illusions and tricks. We see through their foolish plan. Cause video devices just come to keep the people divided. So the system set up and so they wanna design it. Starting up a crisis, a mission is provided. By the ones greatly against the violence, busting, the fussing and the fighting increase. Mama balling for mercy, Papa crying for
peace. Nay, they really fucked up the show, man. I'm really, what do you say about that, man? I say you fucked up the show, man. Give the man his damn. Strictly musical. En alweer gaan ze echt, hè, al eventjes geluid. En dan hier hebben we. Geen geluid.
Yeah, so if you know they open social video.
Hè?
Yeah man, give thanks man. You must see some fire flames on the IG, some fire flames on the Facebook Live, Rasta, big up yourself. So man, how you feeling? You feeling cool? Cool alone? Yeah man. Well, right now, we in open source radio. Every man tell me you feeling cool. Right now, I know we want to place hot up. Hot up! Hot up fire! Remember somebody say hot up fire? Right. What is?
Call it up, all the list.
What is? Blaze
Up high, When they ask you who am I, tell them I'm the ganja samurai. Smoke weed till my eyelids can divide.
Top selector.
And we just fuck up a show. And we just fuck up a show. Damn.
Yes, open source radio. We all have eyes on the ganja man, on the ganja woman, the ganja people light it up right now. We feeling irie.
When they ask you who am I, tell them I'm the ganja samurai. Smoke weed till my eyelids can divide. I'm coming in up like fireflies in the night. Early when the sun rises, it's my coffee, it's my tea, it's my lullaby. Weed alone, I'm not diversified. I'm strictly a ganja samurai, samurai. Purpose the healing, me feel it releasing THC in the bloodstream. Just kinda herb when I put my little green.
Why Babylon? Why
Grow trees.
But no one realize once the ganja legalize.
Goodbye cigarette industry.
They greedy for the prophets of the trumpet. So we define ganja.
Militantly, I says who am I? Tell them I'm the ganja samurai. Smoke weed till my eyelids can divide. It's my coffee, it's my tea, it's my lullaby. Early when the sun rises, it's my coffee, it's my tea, it's my lullaby. Weed alone, and I diversify. I'm strictly a ganja samurai, samurai. Just give me the greenery. The powder and the pills don't agree with me, so please just give me the greenery. Just the herb every week.
So me use it as me want and need. For spiritual and recreational needs. Leave me, let me be ordinary without any criminal.
Who am I? Tell them I'm the ganja samurai. Smoke weed till my eyelids can divide. It's my coffee, night of nights into the night. Early when the sun rises, it's my coffee, it's my tea, it's my lullaby. Weed alone, and I diversify. I'm strictly a ganja samurai, samurai.
Gonna be burning and steaming all night. Got to rock Costa so let me see ya. Yo, Babylon wanna fight the ganja? Babylon, you wanna fight the ganja?
Fight the ganja.
It's like you never know. Chum chum, pick it yourself too. Hey.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Who am I? Tell 'em I. I'm the ganja samurai. Who am I? Ooh, I'm the ganja samurai. Who am I? Ooh, I'm the ganja samurai. Who am I?
Marijuana is the healing.
I feel it releasing THC in the bloodstream.
Stress gonna leave when I puff my little green. Why Babylon won't grow tree? Then I run realize once you can't legalize goodbye cigarette industry. They're greedy for the profits of the trippers. When they
Okay dan. Tell them I'm the ganja samurai. Smoke
lighters, lighters. But we keep lighting up like fireflies in the night.
Early when the sun arises. It's my coffee, it's my tea, it's my lullaby. Sweet alone, and I diversify. I'm strictly a ganja samurai.
Emirates. Say who am I?
Tell them I'm the ganja samurai. Smoke weed till my eyelids can divide. It me keep lighting up like fireflies into the night. Early when the sun arises. It's my coffee, it's my tea, it's my lullaby. Weed alone, and I diversify. I'm strictly a ganja samurai.
Yeah, we warm. Yeah man, so we don't burn any fire, you know. And that little fire we burn there was to have a good time and free up.
Free up
But
us.
sometimes the fire, we burn the fire to bring an awareness. So,
Burn the fire.
let's burn a hotter fire every man. Hotter fire.
Oh, hij had weer geen geluid. Open source, wat doe je ons aan? En dan weer geen geluid. Bah. Jongen. Petje, dat is jammer. Ja, echt jammer. Echt jammer van hun... Maar ja, in ieder geval heb ik hier even tijd om te praten naar de mensen. Hoi, leuk dat jullie kijken. Hey mensen, het is zaterdagochtend en ik heb een ochtendhumeur. Last van een ochtendhumeur, zal ik maar zeggen. Het is 10:30. We kunnen er gewoon niks aan doen. Ik sta gewoon vrolijk op, denk ik dan. Als ik iets heb om vrolijk op te staan. Om voorop te staan. Ik krijg bezoek. Ha! Oh jee. We krijgen bezoek. Leuk.
Quietly, you find I and I where the riots be until black people have the right to breathe and treated as equal in society. Your excuses are for the abuse gone too far. Now the youth run a war, so they looting your store. You're losing money while we losing life. Think logically, tell me who losing more. The system rotten from the root to the core, man. Build it over with a new set of flow plant. You want peace, but this thing called justice. Should I choose that beforehand?
Shit. Jammer van dat geluid. Echt jammer van het geluid.
Shano, hot it up. Hot it up. Yo, right now, Open Source Radio, I want to represent Trinidad and Tobago. This song was written in Trinidad, produced in Trinidad, and experienced much love in Trinidad. So, my selector.
Behind the horizon, just that perfect timing for I to light up. And there comes the moon to run away the darkness. I've got to make a move and reach for my challenge and burn it on the hillside, way up on the hillside. On the hillside, come let me burn it on the inside, way up on the inside, right up on the hillside. So give me a whistle over, Dutch better get a chalice cup, put it up to the top with the ivy scraped up, keep it hush. Babylon will lock we up. Still the cannabis, I man put it in my chest. Me na business if them vex, let them smell the ganja stench emanating from the Rasta man. Why? His iron sacrament. So if they want us, let them gone and trigger the alarm. But the thing that Marlon Asher got growing on his farm, me blow a cloud of smoke and bring a calm to the storm. Rasta man a confirm. Me burn it on the hillside, way up on the hillside, light up on the hillside. Come let me burn it on the hillside, way up on the hillside, light up on the hillside. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, na, na, no, no. I'm going on a journey, it's far from society. Just me and my ganja, and Jah as my company. So if you see me floating, say just leave me be. The Rasta is holding a deep, deep medi, a deep, deep medi. Well, I burn it on the hillside, way up on the hillside, light up on the hillside. Come let me burn it on the hillside, way up on the, light up on the hillside. Light up on the hillside. So light up on the carnage. Shh. The evening sun is hiding behind the horizon. Just that perfect timing for I to light up. And there comes the moon to run away the darkness. I've got to make a move and reach for my chalice and burn it on the hillside, way up on the hillside, light up on the hillside. Come let me burn it on the, say way up on the, light up on the hillside. Rastafari. Yeah, so we didn't address the ladies, you know? So let's address the ladies. Matters of the art. These things are important. These things we deal with the music. You know? What do you think, Irie, man? Run it? Or pause? Nah, run it. Forward. Big up Culture Rock.
Yes, I. Yeah, man, we're gonna run one more tune and then Brother B gonna come and reason with the eye and the eye. Yeah? This one a little message. Right now we're dealing with this little situation where everybody have to stay inside and quarantine and 6 feet or 1.5 meters apart. But you know the most important thing right now is unconditional love. Yeah? So no matter the situation, love. Kick it. So Open Source Radio, give thanks for having me, you know. This is Versatile, straight from Trinidad and Tobago. Big up Mackless Productions, big up Ivory Man. Hey. But whoa, 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 oh. Could never stop the show. Try and they want. Your trumpet gonna blow and the Rasta will chant. Blessed by His Majesty, in possession of the Master Key, to free up the ones who live on pavements under physical and mental enslavement. The ones who live in paycheck to paycheck, lost their job with no financial replacement. The ones who stuck at home losing patience, doctors and nurses losing patience. Whoa. What a time we're facing. Crazy is an understatement. For the victims and the heroes on the front line, say an extra prayer for you. Open up the clouds, reveal the sunshine, and now my life will resume. Instead of this lockdown, where love is the master key. Did everything shut down, but still compassion is free. In this lockdown, love is the master key. Did everything shut down, but still compassion is free. So give it away freely to the old and the sick and needy. Everybody under pressure but not equally. You see it, the truth that me uttering. You they are suffering, losing revenue from the food they was hustling. Granny can't see your 2 grandson again. Who's gonna be your friend? It's time for generosity to be the new trend. Yes, so many lives depend on selfishness to end. Open source, but this is a lockdown where love is the master key. And everything shut down, but still compassion is free. In this lockdown, love is the master key. And everything shut down, hey. Compassion is free. Facebook Live, hey. Compassion is free. Instagram, compassion is free. I know what? Hey. So love is the master key. Master key. Yeah, man. Open Source Radio. Even in this lockdown, love is the master key. Set I and I free. Rastafari. Brother B. All one. So yeah, I don't know the thing set. Right now we have a little reasoning with my brethren. We don't know how it go. Yeah. All right, check, cool.
Yeah.
We have some sound? Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2, sound check, sound check.
Yeah. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Something coming up? Yeah, man. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Live and direct on Open Source Radio. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, first and foremost, we're gonna give thanks to the Almighty Eye for having this interview with Verse Idol. And also, we are here in this container, and for those of you who don't know, it's getting really warm over here, you know.
Fire.
Nice. Yeah, the fires are coming up. It's like Ivory Man said it. In the meantime, it's like summer coming into the container. So it's a little bit sweaty, but that is good. This one is building up the vibe, and it's truly a blessing also to be here and to enjoy this live thing again during those times, as you thought about, like in your last interview. But we have like 20 minutes right now, and want to do on Open Source Radio a little interview with the eye.
Alright, cool.
Also to check out the musical projects coming up also, and also the person, the eye behind Verse Idol, to have a little deepening reasoning, so to say, you know. But let's start with the basics, you know. The thing what came to mind when Maron from Baobab asked me to do this interview is the name Verse Idol. Because if I translate it to Dutch, it pronounces Verse Idol. And we know that idol is a concept in Rastafari dealing with food, with thought, with word sound power. And if you combine the two words, Verse Idol, it means fresh idol, you know. So I always thought it's like pronounced like this back years ago when I first heard your name, you know. But let me ask you, what does Verse Idol signify? What does it mean? Where does it come from?
Well, versatile is a kind of concept of balance, you know, because the English word versatile, to be versatile means to have, you know, skills in different areas and have a balance of skills, you know. So when I came to the music, I tried to approach it from a versatile perspective. I want to sing, I want to chant, I like hip hop, I like roots reggae, I like modern roots. So it came from a versatile, so versatile was just in my consciousness, you know. And then being Rasta, to be honest, I just woke up one morning and the name was in my head.
True.
I just woke up one morning, I was like, yo, versatile, Verse Idol. And yeah, I was like, yo, that's the name I want, you know. I mean, there have a lot of history behind the name, you know, because I'm 2 meters tall. So all my friends, their kids, their parents, they call me tallest in my country, you know.
Tallest, okay.
Yeah, tallest, you know. So when I first started singing, my first name was Italis.
Italis, right.
Italis, yeah.
True.
But that name now work. It's not really catchy, you know. So even the name Verse Ital is still a little nod at Italis, because Ital, you already explained the significance for Rastafarians, what Ital means. But Ital for me also means I'm tall.
Right. I am tall.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful.
So versatile means a few things, you know. Versatile, verse I'm tall, Ital Rasta Liberty, verse of a song. Only when I came to Holland, I learned that versatile can be translated to fresh idol.
Fresh idol, yeah.
So the name just have a whole heap of synchronicity, you know.
Yeah, that's also a niceness. You know, that you wake up one morning and it just fits. It gets into place, and you know, to my interpretation, correct me if I'm wrong, from your deepest core of being, this is the word sound I want to have for myself as an artist, trotting this world, so to say, because you already had quite a trot. If I checked your history and your musical resume, you know, you're not the first, a new one on the scene in reggae industry, international. You won the Benelux reggae competition in 2014, if I'm right.
Yeah.
You performed on Reggae Geel and also Smile Jamaica. You did a lot of pre-shows also for Protégé, if my memory is correct.
A lot of artists, man.
A lot of artists. So for this I give thanks also, because it's quite an honor, and that's also the reason I truly like it that you are here.
That
you're here in Nijmegen in this container as a very talented reggae singer and versatile artist.
Wow, yeah.
Let's talk
He's
about
so
the
good in
coming
English.
up.
Wow.
Coming up.
The interviewer really did a good
I
job.
checked it on YouTube, and those of you who want to know it, check it on YouTube.
I don't know his name.
Can you
so-
tell me
but
about
it's
it?
a good interview
Where did it
because
come from? How did it
it's
originate?
the
It came
name,
into
the original name.
Well, you
The
know, this
idea.
is where my brethren Ivory Man here comes in.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
we'll talk to him this now. You know, guy Mike man.
yeah, maybe check over there. You know.
But Fisherman's Tales was I went through a kind of a health battle, you know, a very personal health battle in 2019. And during that health battle, I just felt lost at sea. I felt lost. I felt alone. I felt like there was no hope, you know. And as a Rasta, we don't really question our faith, you know. We show about life. We show about liberty. We show in our faith that the Most High will put us on the solid ground. But you know, even in the Bible, you know, a lot of jazz, most strongest disciples and men questioned their faith at times when they were tested. So I went through that test, you know. I could say at that period of illness, I was in pain for 8 hours a day for 8 weeks.
Sure.
So when I went to bed at night, I didn't really want to wake up, which is a weird thing for a Rasta man to say, because we know life is above all, you know. So I just had to put that experience into music, you know, and you know, I went to my brethren Ivory Man with some, you know, I told him this is a new kind of sound I want because it's a new feeling, you know. It's not about righteousness, it's not about showing the people something, it's about me. Like I want to give a feeling of how I felt, you know.
A true tale.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's about being lost at sea and trying to find your way back to the shore, you know, essentially. So yeah, I turned to Ivory Man.
Yeah, man. And then, and how did you guys meet up? Because you did.
Yeah, I wanted to record some tunes, you know, I needed a studio to record.
What he called me. So, you know a studio in Utrecht. Chin.
Check the mic if you can.
So Chin is manager of First.
Chin, all right.
Yeah, and I know him for a long time in the reggae business. And he called me and said, you know a studio? He didn't even know I have a studio in Utrecht. This artist from Trinidad. I heard a name somewhere on the internet, and yeah, recorded a lot of shows there. And first came with the idea during, was it how long ago? 2 years ago, something like that. I would straight away like the idea. We were already talking, so I did a lot of just voice recordings for some of the tunes, just as the engineer. We were always talking about we're gonna do a project, and it's kind of like a very cool situation. First lives just around the corner, and you. From me. So usually when you're working in the reggae industry as a producer, you might do it online, you call somebody, and
Like
if
a
you're very
physical
lucky you
distance
get
also.
you get like 1 hour, 2 hour in the studio with the artist if you're very lucky, if they're touring, and then it's all a rush. So now we got to take our time. And really it was built that way also. It was very organically built, like 3 of the 4 tunes you came with the chords, just play the chords on the guitar, you know, played on the keys and build a production around that, and one was the other way around, and it's just a very organic process in going back and forth and just details. No, I don't like that one. Usually we just go, and now it was every little piece just had to be right, which was really enjoyable, especially because we had the time this time to do it. And
you can really get into the musical things which are happening between you guys.
the interaction is really important on this project, and it's also actually the way it's supposed to be. Okay, thank you very much for all the technological advances. It's great, like where we're seated right now, but when you check it out, going back to the old school, just sitting in there with the artist, and the artist saying this, and I might say, oh, I was singing that way, or he might come play that way, and blah, blah, blah. It just makes it so much a coherent thing, which is, I'm very happy with the result. And
Yeah, man, me
Yeah.
too when I listened to it yesterday, you know. But let me ask you, what is the name of your studio in Utrecht?
It's Tusk Productions, or Tusk Studio. So my name's Ivory Man. Tusk is the
Right.
and
Or if somebody wants to link up with a quality studio and a quality artist who appreciate love the organic way of making music without the music.
well, it's very
Link up
digital.
with Ivory Man.
It's very digital. It's all
but still,
computerized,
it's
but
music, you
it's
know?
it's the
But
way.
let me ask first, how can you describe your relation? Because I really like this idea about making music, you know, that it's really, music is creating in unity, in togetherness, right? Together you create something beautiful, and it lets it create itself. But if you can describe in a few words, what is the magic between you two? What vibe do you two have?
You know, the word magic is a funny word, but I would say it's a kind of a natural communication. You see, when you can be open to communicate ideas with somebody, and they want to receive and you can respond, that's the key for me, you know. So when we have a nice flow of communication, for me that's the kind of relationship I have with every man, you know. So I could call him and say, yo, I want to work today, or don't feel like working today, or today I'm feeling sick, or, you know. We don't just talk about music, we talk about other things in life, so, you know. And for the most part, you know, the people who I enjoy working with the most, that's the kind of relationship I need. Like, I need that open communication and talk about life, you know.
Very important.
It was a pleasure. For sure.
And what time span did this process of recording Fisherman's Tales?
It was 2 years. I mean, I think I came to him with the first chords in May 2019 or something, and then we just started working slowly. You know, things happened. We took a break for some time, and then came back, and then so it took some
very
time.
Natural.
Yeah, man.
Natural.
It was very natural.
True. And then if you can dig into your memory, you know, and describe the most impactful situation in the studio. The thing was most beautiful, or maybe you're more proud of. Okay. Then I stop my questioning and let the.
I mean, it wasn't even me though. It was the saxophone guy.
All right, the saxophone guy.
Yeah, the saxophone guy. He came in and he was an American, real hip California guy.
True.
But skillful. Skillful. So really chill, really humble. Like, hey man, what's up, man? Like, you want this? And then when he touched his saxophone, it was magic. Like every take was masterful, you know. And so we had to like choose, like, all right, which one do we want? Because he just blew us away, you know.
That was symbolic of a really experienced, talented musician. There's no ego there. There's no ego. He knows he's good. He does not have to have no ego. Which I must say, with working with First, that's also really pleasant way of working. There's no ego there. During the project, it was just the end goal. That's the most important. And sometimes it's him telling me off. The other time is we can do that better and not being making the communication difficult just because you want to be the big man. You just want a big end result, which is really important. But the saxophone player, what? Jeff, thanks God.
Jeff Holly.
Jeff Holly.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to Jeff Holly.
Shout out to Jeff Holly, definitely. Big one.
Yeah, because this also, I noticed the horn section inside the tunes. They are very beautifully layered and properly mixed, not in the foreground, but really adding to the vibe of the tracks, you know. So, my musical ears are checking this one out, you see. But let's talk a little bit about, because you're a conscious brother, you know. You deal with Rastafari, you deal with spirituality, you deal with music is life kind of thing. What kind of message do you want to be conceived, want to bring to the people in the Fisherman's Tale? You already talked about the journey in the desert. If we look at it from a biblical standpoint, you know, what kind of message do you want to give to the people?
Well, Fisherman's Tales was, the idea of a message wasn't the first. It wasn't the spark of Fisherman's Tales. It was more like a diary, like me writing down, this is my experience, and hoping that my experience would inspire others. Because I know, so the message, now I look back at it, the message is just to hold the faith, you know, keep casting your line.
On a solid ground.
Yeah, stay,
the tracks.
yeah man, you know, you get back to your solid ground.
We only got 5 minutes, huh?
Oh, okay. Okay, time. Oh, sorry.
Time moves fast, you know. Time
Yeah.
moves fast. Yeah, check. And then we check because a lot of people want to listen to this EP upcoming. You know, where can we listen to it? Is there a vinyl or something coming up or coming out?
It's not on vinyl. We just kept it digital, you know. So on all digital platforms, Spotify and YouTube and Ray, you know them. What was it? I want Amazon Music, iTunes. Just, you know, if you're online, just type in Fisherman's Tales Versatile and you'll find a whole heap of choices.
Yeah, man, I'll do so. True.
Yeah, man.
And then let's make a little jump to the future. I always ask this question because I'm always quite quite curious. Let's say that we walk outside this container, see, and we are moving like 5 years into the future. Where is Versatile then? What does he do, and why does he do it?
I mean, Versatile kind of is always on a path of growth, you know. So I don't know where that growth is going to lead I, you know, because I don't try to have attachments to the future, you know, because nothing is promised to a man, you know. So there's no really attachment or vision or anything, you know. I just want to keep growing, keep moving forward, and giving thanks for life, you know. So
Okay. Can I ask you like a deeper question? We still have a few minutes left, so there's room for a little bit.
but I think they want to play one song, but go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I ask a question and then we play one song.
Sure. Because it's quite hard in life to stay true to your inner silence, to your solid ground, as you call it. How do you do it? What kind of things, outside or inside, help you to stay firmly rooted?
You need friends. You need friends and family and brethren who really, you know, who really can keep you grounded. You know, so my family is really people. You know, and meditation, of course, you know, there's the practice of meditation and going within and some herbs, you know, always helps. But the true solid ground that's unshifting is family. It's family. Yeah. Yeah, man.
And then it would be nice if we are to deal with the whole situation, or let's say you are able to get into the plane again and go back to Trinidad to Tobago, also to deal with the family kind
Yeah,
of.
of course. Yeah,
So
man.
hopefully we'll see that in the future.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man, give thanks. And for the people, tune in,
Yeah,
check
man.
his music out, you know, this Conscious Brother Versatile and also Ivory Man. Want to play one last song?
We can play
I
one
would
more?
say
One.
One? Yeah?
One quick.
very quick one.
Get your release? Alright. Yeah, man. Yes, I.
That's it. That's one.
Alright. Hey, run. So why don't you stay on board? Stay on board. So why don't you stay on board with me? Hey, forget about the sea. So just keep holding on, ignoring the old time slogan. I got so many fish in the ocean, but when we check it out, most I catch and release. So much fish in the sea, but most I catch and release. Hey, so you alone, I'm on walking. Hey, so now my soul catch a fire, making this old fisherman retire. Me no longer require the hook or the net, inspired to be a multiplier, building a nest to start a family, feeling so blessed in each other's company. If ever I am stressing you, why you stressing me, baby? We not push no net in the sea, just keep holding on, ignoring the old time slogan. I got so many fish in the ocean, but when we check it out, most I catch and release. There's so much fish in the sea, most I catch and release. Hey, so you alone, I'm on walking. Check it. So you alone. So you alone. You never rock in the boat, always keep us afloat. Throw the others in the water, make a space for your throne. I know your word, pull up the anchor with the rope. With my first prize, I am headed for the shore. Feeling lucky that you nibble on my line. Seen a lot of fish, but you are one of a kind. In relationships, tribulations will arise, but for me, there is only one love supply. You alone. So you alone, got to keep holding on, ignoring the old time slogan. I got so many fish in the ocean, but when we check it out, most I catch and release. So much fish in the sea, but most I catch and release. Yes, Open Source Radio. My name is Versatile. This is Ivory Man. Instagram Live. Big up yourself, man. Yeah, so we in tune for the next entertainment segment. Empress, blessed love. Yeah. That's how we cut off so sudden, so abruptly. This
This has been Open Source Radio. Open Source Radio. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, Instagram.
It's been a great show. Have a great time.
Je mag naar de deur.
Nou mensen, dat was Versatile op Open Source Radio. Voor zij die niet mee hebben gekregen dat ik een fan van deze man ben. Ja, nou ja. Goede songtekstschrijver. Maar het is al een tijdje geleden dus dat hij Acted Presence heeft gegeven. En ja, denk ik dan. Ik doe nog een keer.
Alongside the man known as Ivory Man, we present to you. So, check. Can you hear me? Everybody, Instagram Live, can you hear me? On the speakers outside, they can hear me too? Oh, so they can hear me on Instagram Live then, no? So the speakers outside don't work? Check. Yeah, but they won't hear the mix of the... Okay, we'll try. So if you can't hear me properly on Instagram Live, check me on Facebook Live, Versatile page. Yeah? Click it. Hey.
We not turn dummy over money and deal up in corruption and folly. Say not you and not me. Ooh. So tell them we don't want no part in the wicked things they do. John loving how we heart. And with my king, I and I will get through. Tell them we don't want no part in the wicked things they do. With your loving we heart, loving we soul, blessings will flow. Ay, it's terrible, they reach the level of the devil over dollar bills and metals. With the drugs that they peddle, money they embezzle, but the most I will spot them like freckles. Judgment go out like a kettle, while me just cool and me circle, planting some corn and some lentil beans. We never drink from the vessel, even when we get thirsty, cause we know want no part in the wicked things they do. Jah loving how we heart. And with my king, I and I will get through. Tell them we know want no part in the wicked things they do. With Jah loving we heart, loving we soul. Open Source Radio, listen. Said no, I am not willing to have any kind of part of my brother killing. And no, I will not shipping the poison that you want my sister sniffing. I'd rather make a honest living, even if I'm giving full 100, but me only getting back a shilling. So it goes in the system still, we can't give in, no way, cause we don't want no part. No, Jah loving how we heart. Yes, ay, cause we don't want no part in the wicked things they do. With Jah loving we heart.
What go on with the sound? Hey.
I pray to the Almighty, please give us your guidance. We can't be greedy and pick the fruit before it ripen a cappella. Cause even if they buy we with the finance, through we with their science, we giving them defiance, fire with no violence. Word, sound and power, breaking down the walls of silence. Boom, so tell them we no want no part in the wicked things they do. Jah loving how we heart. And with my king, I and I will get through. A cappella we are start. In the wicked things they do. With Jah loving we heart.
Yo, it don't matter, low. You see, when it comes to Jaja music, it don't really matter. We don't need an instrumental. We don't need nothing. We don't need Instagram Live. We don't need Facebook Live. We just need the vibration of goodness and the Most High Jah, Rastafari. So all those who tuned in, just know we now getting warm. Aye, cause we know our no part in the wicked things they do. Jah love in our heart, and with my King, I will get through. Tell them we know our no part in the wicked things they do. With Jah loving we heart, loving we soul, blessings. Oh, yes I, yeah man, big up Ivory man, big up the sisters. Yo, Facebook Live, where's the camera? Yeah? Yes. Yeah, we'll go on Facebook Live, bless up. Instagram Live, bless up. Open Source Radio, we there. We no time to waste, kick it. Kick it from the top, from the top, selector. Not from the middle, from the top. We are dealing with the top, you know? Hey, hesitation, procrastination, why? Cause we were born with wings to elevate and fly. Open Source Radio, you're tuned in with the one Ivory Man and verse I taught on the selector. Hey, what shall we do now? It's about that time to live up, show them what we made of. About that time to sit up and pay close attention. About that time to get up and go out and perform. Hey, then not 1 second to lose at all. Lace up your shoes real tight. Hey, the elders, they have brought us this far. Let's resume the fight. Cause people need food to eat, shoes on the feet to walk through the street. If not I and I, tell me who will be the ones to set them free. It's about that time to live up, show them what we made of. About that time to sit up and pay close attention. About that time to get up and go on. Watch I tell perform, yo. Listen. We moving slack, losing track. Forward for so long now we cruising back. The longer we refuse to act, the worse things get, and there's truth in that. So take off in leaps and bounds, oh how sweet it sounds. Sweetness, me can't tell you how, but the answer to when is now. About that time to live up, show them what we made of. About that time to sit up and pay close attention. About that time to get up and go out and perform. Yes, I bless up the whole of IG Live, the whole of Facebook Live, Open Source Radio. Keep it right there, don't worry. It's part of the music. It's part of the experience. Well, hesitation, procrastination, why? Cause we were born with wings to elevate and fly. But still you're only waiting, what you're waiting for. Debating what you're hesitating for. Time wasting, what you're wasting for. Cause the hands of the clock moving forward regardless whether or not you know that you're God blessed. So please stop digging up in darkness, hey, and seek progress. It's about that time. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, I. Yeah, man. Let me see some flames on the IG. Let me see some fire upon the Facebook Live. So, you know, my name is Verse Ital. You're tuned into Open Source Radio. Big up all the presenters. Big up Ivory Man there. Yo, what we like? We like the branches, we like the fruits. But what's most important is the roots. So, Ivory, kick it. man, we know 50%, we know 75%, we know 80%. It's 100% roots. Give me a little bit of volume on the rhythm. Kick it off. No chemical substitution in these. Keep it rootical, strictly rootical. Say Babylon using their illusions and tricks. We see through their foolish plan. Cause media devices just come to keep the people divided. So the system set up and so they wanna design it. Starting up a crisis, ammunition is provided by the ones meant to be against
Ik
the
ga
violence.
offline. Dat
They
jullie maar
forcing
genoten hebben, ik in ieder geval wel. Ondanks de technische problemen die ze zelf hebben natuurlijk. Maar goed. Het was live, het was live. Het was live. Fijn dat het in ieder geval er was. Ik heb het gemist. Jammer, Peetje.